Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our members at theyogamad.com. Today we've got a slow flow class. So go ahead and come on over to your mat. We're going to get warmed up with a little bit of cat and cow here. So as you come into a tabletop position, you got your shoulders above your wrists and your hips about over top of the knees. Take a breath in, look up. You want to tilt the tailbone up. And then as you exhale, round over, arch your back, chin to your chest. Again, inhale, look up, let the belly relax here. And exhale, as you arch over, draw your navel in. And we'll go through a few more of these. Take a breath in. And exhale, round. Yeah, and a few more of these here on your own. You just want to start to work on that deep breathing. So we want to breathe in and out the nose, letting the air start to rush against the back of the throat. Let's make this the last round. And let's release, come back to neutral. We're going to work a little bit on core here. So we'll take the right leg back. So as you take your right leg back, press your heel to the back of your mat, and then go ahead and draw your navel in. And then lift the foot a couple inches or so off the floor. If it lifts up too high, then you'll lose that core engagement. So even parallel to your mat is a little bit too high. So just a couple inches off the ground is all it takes. And then you want to start to grip your fingers there at the right hand, and then try to get the action of drawing your right hand back and your left knee forward, and then see if that'll free the left arm to go out long. You know, it's taking several rounds of breath here, and we're just holding. And one more deep breath. And exhale, set the hand and the knee back down. So we'll go ahead and set up here for the other side. Take your left leg back and engage your core. Lift the foot a couple inches or so off the mat. Doesn't have to be a lot. And the right arm can start to reach out. And again, if you get into this and you feel really unbalanced, then again, make sure you're trying to draw the left hand and the right knee toward the center. And go ahead and set it down, release, come back to a tabletop. And you want to take your hands all the way to the top of the mat. Curl the toes, lift the knees, and then we'll press all the way back into downward facing. So first downward dog here, let's set the feet up hip width and then shoulder width apart for the hands. And once you get into that, if it just didn't feel right, you can adjust. You might want to take them out a little bit wider if that works better for you. And bend the left knee. Try to send the right heel closer down towards your mat. So it doesn't have to touch. Again, just send it back as far as you can, getting a little deeper stretch there into that calf. And then change sides. So I like to spend a bit of time here on each side. If you want to pedal your feet, go back and forth a little bit faster, maybe just a breath on each side before you switch, you can do that. So again, a few more times here on your own. And let's take another round of breath here. Press both heels down. And then bend your knees, look forward, step the feet up between the hands. And take your hands to your shins, lengthen, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. And exhale, take them back to center. So let's set up here for a few sun salutations. Big toes together, heels to the side. And then your hands coming to your heart, dropping your gaze to your fingertips. And just a couple more rounds of deep breath here. And then go ahead and relax the arms. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold, hands down. Take the hands to the shins again, lengthen. Exhale, step to a high push-up. And drawing your navel in, lower down, hover chaturanga. Upward facing, roll to the tops of your feet. And back over the toes, downward dog. Let's get back into this second downward dog, and you can pedal the feet if you want to. If you just reach the heels down, you can do that. So while you work on your legs, let's try to bring some awareness to the hands and the shoulders. So hands about shoulder width, and then try to spread the fingers really wide, and then press your palms down into your mat. And keep pressing the palms down, try to broaden the shoulders. And then relax your head, look back between your feet. Bend the knees, look forward, step the feet up. Lengthen, look up. Exhaling, fold down. Inhale, reach back up. And exhale, hands to your heart. And again, inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step to a high push-up. And lower down again, hover chaturanga. Upward dog, lift the thighs. Downward facing, exhale. So as we go through class, especially if you're new, the longer that you hold downward dog, again, it can get a little bit tiring. So if you find that you need to stop and take a little rest, you can just drop your knees down to your mat, and then you can take child's pose. So you can do that now. You can do it at any point during class, wherever you want. Your knees will be a little bit wider, and toes toward one another, and then arms reaching out in front. Bend the knees, look forward again. Step the feet up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, back up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Let's do another one. Lift the arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to plank. And if you want to modify the plank, knees can drop to your mat. Lower down. Inhale to your back bend. Lift the thighs. Downward facing, exhale. Again, just listen to your breath. Try to get that rhythm going here. Just breathing in deep, maybe to a count of 4 or 5, and then exhaling for the same thing. And bend your knees, look forward, step the feet up again. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, back to center. So you can take your feet about hip width, hands to your hips. Take a breath in, look up. And then as you exhale, start to fold, bend the knees, and then grab your big toes. Inhale and exhale, fold. So your feet about hip width apart. As you bend your elbows to the side, try to broaden the shoulders. And relax your head. And with your next exhale, bend the knees a little bit deeper and then try to step on the hands, toes towards your wrist. Inhale, look up. Exhale, start to fold. So we'll lean forward here, leaning into the palms. Bend the elbows to the side if we can. And then you can keep as much of a bend here in the legs as you need to. You want to keep the stretch to the back of the legs. So bend the knees if it gets into your lower back, or try to take the legs towards straight. And releasing the hands, lengthen, look up. Exhale, hands to hips, chin to your chest. Slowly come back up. And stepping the feet together, hands to center. So let's start with a little bit of balance here. You can stay facing the front of your mat if you want to, or you can turn around for this first part. So let's fan the left toes up, we'll bring them back down, and then the right foot, we will pick it up into tree. So the foot can stay on the floor, or you can work to your calf, or you can work here to your inner thigh. This knee is going to press open, the hands come to center. And just find a focal point, a few feet out in front, something's not going to start to move on you. And go ahead and exhale, set it down, release. Now we'll try the other side. So bend right toes up, bring them down. Picking the left foot up. And let's keep that core active here. And your tree, again, that knee opening out to the side. And take just a couple more rounds of deep breath. And set it down, release. And then from here, you can turn around, face as long as your mat if you're not already there. And take a big step out with the feet. So about one leg's distance apart here. And open the arms. So you got your feet parallel with the edges of the mat. Let's start to turn the right foot away. We'll pivot the left toes in. And look over to the right middle finger. Take a breath in. As you exhale, reach with your right hand. And then wherever your hamstring says it's time to stop, we'll just let that hand go. So you want to try to work somewhere on the shin. If you're going to the floor, we're trying to go pinky side of the leg. And then see if you can lift your gaze up toward your left hand. And inhale, come back up. Parallel your feet. And we're going to do the same pose on the other side. So the left foot turning away, right toes pivot in. Take a breath in here. Exhale, reach forward. Again, letting that hand drop down. And then again, once you get here into triangle, we're just trying to have the balance even in the feet. From the pinky toe to the big toe side of that left foot. And we keep reaching this right arm up, pulling the shoulder back. And with your next breath in, come back up. We're going to parallel the feet. Inhale, bring both arms up overhead. And then as you exhale, start to fold. Follow your hands down till they touch your mat. Take another breath in, look up. Exhale, fold forward again. So hands about shoulder width apart here. We'll start to hug the elbows in toward one another, crown of the head reaching down. And then again, balance is even in the feet. So it should give you a little deeper stretch there to the back of the legs. If you can, try to draw your chest just slightly closer down toward the legs. And take a deep breath in, look up. Exhale, hands to hips, chin to your chest. Inhale, take your time, come back up. And pause when you get back to the top. Open your arms, turn the right foot away, left toes pivot in again. And set it for extended side angle here. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend the knee, reach with your right arm, form to your thigh, and then the left arm going out and over. So if you want to take that right hand to the floor, go pinky side of the leg. If you want to stay here, we'll press the forearm into the thigh. And again, we'll use that right arm to try to turn the left side of the chest a little further open. Let's try to look to your elbow, look to your palm. And inhale, come back up. Parallel the feet. Set it for the other side. Left foot turning away. Deep breath in. Exhale, bend the knee, reach forward. And we got forearm to thigh, right arm out, reaching it over. And just try to let the hips lower down a little bit further here. Lifting through the inner edge of that right foot. And top arm going up further. One more deep breath in. And inhale, come back up to center, parallel the feet. And then interlace the hands behind the back. We'll slide the hands down, look up. Exhale, forward fold, lift the arms off of the back. So once you're here, you can rock your shoulders from side to side a couple times. And then find a grip that works for you. So you might want to do a looser grip and have your elbows bent, especially if your arms stay on your back. Or try to work toward a fist. You may not be able to get the arms to lift up as high, but see if you feel like you're getting a little bit more benefit out of the pose by doing that. And inhale, slowly come back up. Exhale, hands to your hips. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, take your hands back to your hips. So we're going to set it for a crescent lunge here. So a crescent lunge on the right side. Turn the right foot away, and then pivot to the ball of that back foot. We want to have the foot far enough back to where you can lift the heel, and then you can bend into the right knee, and then it'll pretty much stay on top of the ankle. Go ahead and reach both arms overhead. Exhale, take your hands to center, and then hinge forward a little bit. And let's turn into a twist. We'll take the left elbow toward the outside of the right leg. And then from here, you can start to press your palms together, or take a fist with your bottom hand. And then try to look over to that right shoulder. If you lose your balance here, just come back into it. If you need to modify it, low lunge version's okay. Left knee dropping down to your mat. And exhale, look down, release your hands. We're going to pivot the back heel to the floor, and then inhale, come up to center, open the arms. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Hands to your hips, and let's set it for crescent. So feet a little bit further apart here, and we lift the heel, bend the left knee. Inhale, reach both arms up, and then hands to center, starting to come into that twist. So if you're staying in the twisting crescent lunge version, you want to keep the back of that right thigh, the back of the knee lifting, the hips starting to lower further down toward the floor. Again, keep pulling the right side of the hip back. See if you get a stretch there, that outer left hip, left glute. And exhale, look down, release your hands. Pivot the back heel to your mat. Inhale, come back up to center, open your arms. And then lift the arms overhead again. Exhale, fold down. And then this time, see if you can grab hold of your big toes. If that's too far, you can hold your shins. Inhale, look up. Exhaling, fold forward. And crown of the head reaching down towards your mat. And we'll try to bend the elbows to the side here if you can. So working a few more rounds of deep breath through this pose. And take a breath in, look up. Exhale, hands to hips, chin to your chest. Inhale, slowly come back up. And pause back here at the top. Open your arms and bend the knees, step the feet together. And you come all the way back up to the top of your mat. Let's start to make our way down to the floor. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, steps to a high push-up. And flow through that vinyasa, lower down, chaturanga. Upward facing, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. And go ahead and come down to seated. So let's start with a twist here in seated. You can be with your legs out straight. And then we're just going to cross this right foot to the outside of the left leg. And then you want to lean to the left. Try to bring this left foot back next to the right hip. And if it bothers the need to do that, just keep the left leg straight. Right hand on the ground. Inhale, left arm up. If you can get it, elbow to the outside of that leg. If not, hug it. And then twist, look over to your right shoulder. And if you've got this arm to the outside, you might want to straighten the arm out, reach down for that bottom knee. Let's keep using this arm. Press the right leg a little bit further over to the left. Might get that right sit bone off of the floor. Let's release that, come back to center. From here, we'll just cross the right knee all the way on top. And if you had your legs out straight, or if this position bothers your knee, take a simple cross-leg position, your right shin in front of your left. You can either stay upright, take a breath in, or on your next exhale, start to walk the hands forward. So you can stay a little bit more upright if you need to, or you can lower down. Let's take several rounds of deep breath. And go ahead and make your way back up. Take your hands behind you, lean back a little bit, and do your legs. And then we're gonna set it for the other side. So let's step the left foot over. Again, if you want, you can swing this right foot back next to the left hip. Again, optional, it can stay out straight if you need it to. And then we're gonna twist left hand on the ground. Inhale, lift the right arm up. And if it will go, elbow to the outside of this left knee. Good, and twist, look to your left. And you have the option to straighten the arm out, reaching down from that bottom knee. And if you try it, if it's too deep of a twist, let that part of it go. And inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. And take double pigeon, or again, just cross-leg version here is okay. Left shin on top, or left knee on top, or left shin in front, left knee on top. Stay upright or fold forward. And whichever pose you do, again, you want to make sure that it's not putting any stress at all in either one of your knees. If it is, You can place a prop underneath it or just use your arm, forearm underneath it, give it a little bit of support. Again, don't go down quite so far. And start to come back up and lean back a little bit. Take both legs out straight. Let's flex the feet. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Peace fingers toward the big toes. Inhale and exhale, folding forward again. Let's just try to breathe there to the stretch at the back of your legs. You can stay here, peace fingers to your big toes, or you can go ahead and move it a little bit further into B if you want to, thumbs in front of big toes. Let's take another breath in, look up. Exhale, fold a little bit further here. And you can start to let your upper back round a little bit. You're trying to get the shoulders to broaden. And crown of head pointing down toward the feet. Another breath in, look up. Exhale, release, come back up to seated. And then lie down on your back. We're going to come to relaxation here for just the last few minutes we got. So legs out long, feet to the edges of the mat, palms face up either side of you. Take your time, start to make your way back up to a comfortable seated position. Hands to your heart, eyes closed. Thanks for practicing. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste. See you next time. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that class. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to get a new short form class every week. And if you like what you see and you want to support me, go become a member at theyogamat.com. You'll get unlimited live virtual classes every week and access to our on-demand library with over 500 classes in it. Have a great day. Namaste.